Hello, it's me, JT. I'm sorry you know that now, but now you do, so that's awesome. So obviously this week, if you could not tell by the title, this is a story time video. I'm trying to be quiet because my mom's asleep. It's late. So this story time video is a little different. You're like, is this a clickbait title? Most likely. But also probably not. If you aren't already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And stay here, wait, stay here. Don't leave me. We haven't even gotten to the story and I can already tell you're like scrolling, you're like, oh, this is already boring. You're probably right. So this week's video is basically a story time about my life, because I live such an interesting life. So if you guys actually like this story, make sure you go ahead and give it a thumbs up before I even told it. So this is about how I got it stranded on an island. So for those who know, a lot of you probably don't know this, but I'm actually what they call a military brat. So my dad is actually a retired Air Force now, but at the time of this story, which was actually a decade ago. What? So yeah, my dad was active duty military at this time. So anyways, there's this thing called military hops. We went and hopped to go visit my friends, which is an entire another story all on its own. So this is our trip back. There's this thing called military hops, to where basically we get to hop on a military flight. Basically we get to hop on this, what they call a military hop flight thing, and we get to go from one place to the other for free. We're flying on the military planes, like a C-5, C-17, C-130, and a ton of different planes just like that, which is a super fun thing for us to do. Anyways, we're flying back from visiting my friends, and we land on this island. Now, we have to refill for gas every now and then. These planes do often, or not often, these planes do every now and break down, and that stuff just happens, and then they have to order the parts and different stuff like that. So basically we land to fuel with gas, and there was something wrong with the thing, so we're like, alright, we're gonna fix it tonight, we're gonna fly out tomorrow. Now we land on this island at probably around midnight-ish. So we find this out, it takes a little bit of a while. My mom, it was me, my sister, and my mom. We've been doing military hops for a very long time, but there was all these other like single moms, because the dads typically weren't with us. It was just a free way for us to like get away, go travel, different stuff like that. It was just a free thing that we could do. So my mom kind of like took charge and took all these moms with their really little ones, because at this point I'm like 10, my sister's like 16, and my brother's out of the house. Like, that's what it was. So we've done it for years, because my dad was in the military for 21 years, so that's a lot of stories in that time. So basically my mom takes charge, she looks for a hotel, she finds a hotel right outside the base, and she was like, alright, they have a shuttle. So we got the shuttle that actually had to come onto base. That was the whole thing. They came on base, they picked up, I think it was about 4 or 5 of us families without the dads and different stuff, and we went to this hotel. Now, this hotel, not even joking, not even. We get there. It's a 2-story hotel. Now, 2-story hotels typically have elevators. And what's funny is all the rooms were only on the 2nd floor. The 2nd floor. No elevator, only stairs. And it was not easy stairs. So of course, being the only guy and the only like older than like 5 kid there at this point, and I'm like, there's a couple kids that were like 8, but they weren't really helping. They were like, so I had to carry all these suitcases for different families and go up and down the stairs, pulling them up. Now we get into our rooms. Now the room smells, 1. 2, the air conditioning was not on, it was not working, and where we were, it was very humid and actually hot. Like, our room felt 90 degrees, which is what it currently feels like in my room right now. Very hot, very hot. I think it's because I'm here. Basically, we call maintenance, and it's like 1:30 a.m. when this is all happening, and they come up and they are we turn on our air conditioning full blast for a little while, and we're all of the kids and the parents are like absolutely starving. We look at the window, what's right across the street is a McDonald's. So we're like, alright, let's go to McDonald's. We don't eat McDonald's anymore, me and my mom don't anyways. So we go across the street to get McDonald's because all the kids are starving. The inside is closed, they're not gonna let us in, so we walk through the drive-thru. Now, when we order our food, they're like, where's your car? We're like, well, we're not from this island. It's 2 a.m., our kids are hungry, but they're like, well, I'm sorry, we can't serve you unless you're in a car. So my mom, the queen she is, was like, it's 2 a.m., our kids are starving, our hotel's literally right there, like, we need food. So they finally, after a little while of convincing, they actually did serve us food. So we took that back to our hotel room. Finally, the air conditioning's on, it's working, great. At like 5 a.m., so this is like 3 hours later, 5 a.m., we get a call from the base like, hey, the flight's ready to fly out, get here. So all the families wake up, we get stuff, we call the shuttle, we're like, we need you like now. They come and pick us up, same lady, which was crazy. It was like 4 hours difference, and it was still like dark. So she drives us back on base and on the shuttle, and we drive on back on base. We get to the Air Force airport. I don't know what to exactly call it, the terminal. We get to the terminal. So we get to the terminal and we get ready to board the plane, but we find out they're taking on a sick passenger, so they cannot take on anyone. Absolutely anyone. Like 0 people. So we spend a lot of the day just kind of waiting to find out if there's gonna be any other flights that go out. So, basically this is like 24 hours. We're still like waiting to find out if we have a plane. So we haven't showered, none of us have showered. So my mom gets a smart idea that, hey, let's go, like, this is me, my sister, and my mom. Like, the gym is right down the road. Let's just walk our suitcases down and take showers at the gym. And so we walk down, we take showers at the gym, we get all prepared, we go back, find out there's another flight. Now, they only have limited amount of seats, so not everybody's gonna get on. It happens. And the way our classes work, if like military classes and different stuff work, you're seated, and we were not seated first. So it was like, all right, what do we do? And then, so we wait and wait and wait and wait. This time it's the end of the day. My mom is so incredibly stressed out. She's tired, she's like, we've been somewhere for a couple weeks at this point, we just want to be home. So my mom calls my dad, she's like, what do you want me to do? My dad said, you know what, make a mini vacation out of it. And so we go and rent a car, and this car was cheaper than the shuttle that we rented for everybody. And so he's like, just go and stop at the first hotel you see. So we drive past the motel that we see that was $80 a night. Now the hotel that we stayed at that night was $80 a night. Now we stayed there for one night. And it was $80, no, like it just wasn't great service, like it wasn't very nice. And we keep driving. First hotel we pull up to was this magnificent, beautiful, imaginable, crazy hotel that my mom's like, we're all exhausted, hungry, we want to go sleep, we want to relax. So my mom's like, I don't know how much this is gonna be, guys, like, we'll see. And at this point it's like really late again, like I don't think it was like 12 a.m. I think it was around there, but I can't quite remember. So it was really late at night. So anyways, she goes in, me and my sister wait in the car that we rented, and we just kind of wait there. Mom comes back out, she's like, we have a room, and we handed our car over to her valet. Like, this hotel was nice, was like high top hotel. And you're like, whoa, what hotel was it? Where were you? Guam, like in the middle of the ocean, Guam. So this hotel is called the Pacific Island Club, one of the nicest hotel resorts like ever, like that I've ever been to. And I've been to a lot of hotel resort things, like this place was another level. So they were actually just remodeled a big part of the main portion of the hotel, and we actually got put in the back too. It was still really not like super nice rooms and different stuff, but it was just the rooms that haven't been redone, the like hall that hadn't been redone yet. So that was kind of like, okay, but get this, it was cheaper than the other hotel that we stayed at. $80 a night. Cheaper to stay at the Pacific Island Club. What? So anyways, we stayed the night. Luckily, we always pack swimsuits, as you should whenever you go places. So we had our swimsuit packed. So, and at this resort, there is a full-on water park in the back, like, or where the pool would be, like full-on water park. So we spent the day just out at the resort, hanging out at the water park. It was really cool. We went down to the beach for a little bit, then came back. Then we got back in the car and we drove to Denny's. We went to the little mall that they had. We made it like 2 days out of it. Then finally we go back to find out, hey, is there a flight to get off this island? Because we've been here for, at this point, like 3 days, and we've been already gone for like a month. So we go back to the base and we find out there's a flight. It's not a military plane, it's more of a commercial flight, like a private jet. So, private jet worthy, me. So basically we're finally getting off this island that we've been stranded on, stuck on for 4 days. Finally we fly off and it's a couple hours longer to fly to where we were going in this tank. The plane that we were on, since it was a private, like more of a private jet style size plane, they didn't have a full, like they couldn't fly us all the way to where we wanted to go. So we actually stepped on another island, and this island, when we were landing, the wings of the plane, I kid you not, were hanging over the sides of the island. This island was so incredibly small, I can't remember the name of the island, so whenever I actually find out the name of the island, I'll put it right down here. We landed and they're like, right, it's gonna be about an hour for us to refuel, so go ahead and get off the plane and just stay in the square. Like, this island, the square was the entire island. Like, we could have walked to the other side, around and through, and met like a lot of people and come back before we took off. Really small island, so that was kind of a cool experience, but also a lot of heavy weight was there, and it was a very crazy hour that we were there. And then finally we got back on the plane. We fly a couple more hours back to our home, which was at the time Hawaii. So for those actually who know me or different stuff, you'll know I grew up in Hawaii. So I have a whole lot more stories from that, and if you guys want to hear stories about living in Hawaii and different things like that, just comment down below. Also, yeah, I was stuck in Guam, so that's my story. I was stuck on an island, and that was like almost a decade ago. So it's pretty crazy to think about. Mind blown. Mind blown. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully the editing is great. Hopefully I don't have to edit too much. But yeah, if you're not already subscribed, subscribe. And give it a big thumbs up. Give it one of those. And comment down below to let me know what other things, if you want to hear other stories about my travels, because that is one of many stories that I have, and it is 100% real. And you're like, that's not possible. Military brat, it's possible. So anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe that way you can see my next video, which who knows what will be. By the way, I do post on Tuesdays and Fridays now, 2 times a week, so you have to subscribe and hit that bell to find out when I post. So do it, hit that bell, because that's important. I guess. I don't really know why, but it is, so do it. Okay, bye.